Hello, welcome back to the MDL. My name is NomadCasts. I'm here with Clairvoyance, and we are happy to bring you SG versus Infamous in this best of 5 finals to find out who is going to make it to Changsha to take part in that LAN. Now, we are actually getting quite into this draft already, as we have the Viper picked up by Infamous. So once again, immediately, don't first ban that Viper. Pepita is going to take it. He loves this hero.
Certainly seems so, and SG responding in kind. The Dark Willow is still open for Infamous, but I'm not sure if they'll opt for it again. I think they should, honestly, but it's not a hero that's very good against Furion in the laning stage. You can be bullied by the Treants very hard. And SG going for a very classic Furion Sand King opening. These two heroes are actually what we picked in MDL as well, en route to our finals. So, a very solid opening.
And there's a Tusk as well on the side of Infamous, so yeah, no Dark Willow it seems. But yeah, I really like the Dark Willow with the Viper as well, just for the Bedlam and Nether Toxin combo. Like, I find that hilarious, the way you can also amplify the damage which that spell puts out.
Yeah. The magic resistance reduction, quite nice. I quite like how Dark Willow does all the things that she does as well. Very good.
Yeah, some big praise there. I like all the things she does. You know, that's something you hear about your girlfriend, your wife, and also Dark Willow as well. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, we won't talk about the former two there. But hey man, it honestly is a really nice show, and I kind of wish the numbers were a little bit tweaked, but obviously, like, it's very powerful.
How so? How would you tweak that hero then, if given the chance?
Personally, for me, I think something like, like the phase duration on his W, maybe it shouldn't be like 5.5 seconds long, however long it is. Because right now, what people do is they literally just walk around. It's like a glimmer cape in terms of evasion, like dodge like such a long period of time. What they're gonna do, or it's like you just press W, you just TP out. You're always gonna have a guaranteed TP if they can't click you. There's just so many applications for the ability. Like, I think that's what's really the big takeaway. The other thing is maybe they can reduce her base damage a little, give her the Oracle treatment. I mean, you can't give a hero like such a good attack animation, as well as such a high damage. You know what I mean? Like the reason why Oracle was like picked first and banned first for a long period of time was because not only was this one of the best scaling supports in the sense that you can always guarantee save your carry against big ultimates, but he also was like a ridiculous lane bully. Like there was no offlaner that could trade with him at the time. And, like that's when people started to opt for the Iron Talon in every game. So,
yeah, I missed the early days of Oracle though, when the False Promise gives you invisibility as well.
Oh, dude, that was some real balance stuff, right?
And that was like you couldn't be revealed either, wasn't it? It was like the Slark's invis.
Yeah, well, you would attack and then you would reveal for the moment that you attacked, and then you would disappear again. So it's actually more annoying. Yeah,
that was it.
Yeah,
it's insane, so insane.
At least if you can't see the bugger, you're not gonna even bother trying to kill him, right? But if you can see the guy, you're gonna like keep getting baited to like try to hit him or try to kill him, and then all of a sudden he disappears, and you're like, damn, well, I wasted my time. Quick bans coming out as well. A lot of reserve time being used here on the third pick by SG Esports. I'm going to assume they're going to pick another open hero. They have their 4 and their 3, so chances are it's going to be their 5 that they pick.
Okay. I can see the Ancient Apparition working well for here. We've seen a lot of Sand King AA. Also works well with the Prophet to get that cold feet off. And yeah, I mean, some nice harass in lane as well.
I think they want to stun, actually. AA could work, but I think one of the things about Viper is like AA is actually kind of... Like, Viper can withstand a lot of AA's damage, and AA just doesn't feel like he does much against Viper. So, especially given the fact that this is a first pick Viper, you want to set up a lineup that has no weaknesses against Viper as much as possible.
Okay, and, alright, good points.
Yeah. Rubik would have been the best pick, because Rubik steals Nether Toxin from Viper, and Viper just gets destroyed by his own Nether Toxin.
But yeah, it's beautiful to watch, poetic.
Yeah, they banned it themselves, so...
Yeah, interesting choice, but there you go.
Witch Doctor?
Witch Doctor. Okay. Yeah, they do like playing Witch Doctor on SG.
I mean, I won't lie though. They just spent 1 minute and 30 seconds on their third pick here. I'm not sure if they're just discussing it too much or they're talking about the other picks. But
yeah, I mean,
interesting.
Okay.
That's not the hero I would have picked against Tusk and Viper first two, but they must have a very good reason in terms of like trying to hide their support as well as their carry.
Okay, so I'm guessing we're not going to try and speculate on what this mystery support could be yet. We're just going to accept the Invoker pick and move on, because I don't think we understand it just yet.
I mean, it's got to be a lane dominant support, and I'm pretty sure they just like weren't sure the weird thing is like if Infamous wanted to pick if they wanted to pick something like a DK, like something that's bad against AA, I feel like it would have made more sense for SG to just pick it anyway, because there are heroes now they can pick against the Invoker that'll just ignore something like AA or one of these like 5-position heroes that kind of deny a lot of picks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. The fact that they just picked Invoker third almost makes me feel like they just weren't sure what they wanted to pick. And I know 40R Ron, he's a great guy, and he's like always saying, "All right, just give me Invoker."
just do it, man.
Yeah. That's my guess.
Okay. So there's no grand master plan here. It's just we're picking Invoker because we got stuck.
I mean, bro, they spent a minute and 40 seconds on the pick. Like, I'm sure they're not really like thinking about
okay. So it was either a case of we've all our brains have broken down and we're just gonna pick Invoker. Well, that brain fart like happen. We have a lot of them when we're casting. Where you just you just go with the flow and all of a sudden it just stops. Right. You have that moment of silence. It might have been that just in the drafter's mind. And now the Witch Doctor gets taken up by Infamous. So response there. I don't really like Witch. No, I guess they've only got the Sand King's pretty good at breaking that channel, but more importantly the Maledict. Pretty good versus the Prophet, I guess.
Yeah, I mean Maledict itself has no counters, but it's mainly because they're facing a Prophet and they need a support that's good against the Prophet. And Witch Doctor is definitely one of the better ones. Obviously.
Oh yeah, true, with the Treants, yep.
Yes. It also turns out that Witch Doctor is pretty good against Lone Druid for many reasons. You can maledict both the bear as well as the main hero. If the bear gets maledicted, he cannot be recalled because he's constantly taking damage. It gives also another target to bounce the cast off of. So it's pretty nice. I'm still surprised though that they would just pick all 3 of their cores like this. Like they have second pick, so they have the last pick of the game, which could dictate the pace of the game. You know what I mean? They can just pick like this ridiculous last pick and dominate the game. Like Infamous can't deal with it. Instead, they just decide to pick all of their cores, unless they're willing to support the Furion as well, which would be the strategy and the feint that I wasn't expecting. However, I don't think it's the case, and they're gonna just pick like last pick like a disruptor or something. I don't know. It's gonna be pretty weird.
Well, we'll have to wait and see what they go for here. But yeah, as you say, and there's going to be a Phantom Lancer on the side of Infamous. So any big support that's come to mind here to go against them? I mean, what about a Wyvern or something? Yeah, Wyvern's just not good unless there's summons in the game anymore.
Yeah, I would say it's too slow, and I would also say it adds to like the liability in the laning phase. It's a very scaled heavy range magic support, and for one, like Viper and PL don't really care about it that much. So you would think it can clear illusions, but I wouldn't rely on that. They also have enough AoE.
Yeah, that's true. They got Sand King in there.
They need something for the laning phase. They need something that this is the problem with this picking this Lone Druid here, right? It's like if Infamous decide to pick something like a Tidehunter, SG have a very, very hard time killing that hero. And what's gonna happen is like this Tidehunter is gonna just shove in either the Furion or the Lone Druid if he has a little bit of help. And then the PL will be the strongest hero of this game. And that's gonna spell disaster for Infamous in a sense that they can't do what they wanted to do last game, which is just like having his Furion kill the carry 3 times in towers. Yeah, it's gonna slow down their tempo a bit. And when you pick all 3 of your cores like this, chances are you have a strategy in like whether you want to push down towers or like you just don't care what they have. But at this point, they have to.
Okay, so final bat out from Infamous. They're burning down the clock a little bit. What do they have in mind? They're actually going to get rid of the Disruptor. Okay, so yeah, as you said.
The last pick Disruptor potential is gone. They go for Puck. I won't lie. Puck doesn't have a very good laning phase against Lone Druid, so I'm not a fan of the pick. I would much prefer Tidehunter, but let's see what SG does.
When they try and lane the Puck versus the Prophet,
I think you want the PL against the Prophet because the Prophet actually destroys Puck in 1v1 as well. It's not laneable.
Oh right.
Yeah, Treants destroy Puck.
Oh yeah, true. The consistent damage and such.
Yeah. Puck has like no armor as well.
Okay. So I saw an essay game the other day where there was a Puck and Prophet solo versus one other, and the Puck just ruined the Prophet. But I guess that was a one-off. And now a Doom coming out from SG, and that does things.
So Pekko is not their offlaner, right?
Yeah. So he's going to be playing that 4.
Yeah. So it is a support Prophet. It's going to be a 5-position Sand King for Prophet, or vice versa, and they're going to have a Doom, or they're going to have Doom Prophet supports tanking. Basically, this Prophet's not an offlane anymore.
Yeah. What we're trying to get out there.
Yeah.
Okay, so 40 on the middle lane. Is he going to have a good game this game on the Invoker? With a Tusk in the game versus a Viper, it feels like it could be a bit tricky.
So Exort Invoker is basically a free kill every time there's a Tusk shard that lands. Now, the thing that changes about all of this is that Prophet is actually a really strong lane bully. And if you, I'm not sure if you got a chance to catch our NA MDL games, but we first picked Prophet twice. Straight up first picked in the game. And we won the last game, which gave us the 3-1 against Optic. This hero, as a 4 position, is a very strong lane bully. Like, there's no hero in the game as a support that can fight 2 Treants and a Furion that right-clicks you, right? So that's pretty much the biggest selling point. And we'll see how much they get to abuse that aspect, because they are going into a Witch Doctor, and they do have an Invoker that, you know, like, even if you help this guy, he's not really going to kill the other guy, you know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, well, getting underway. Let's find out who is going to take game number 2. Who's it going to be? Infamous or SG? Clairvoyance? What say you? Let's put your name to the test. Who's going to win this one? I mean, no, man, I'll be honest, man. I got both predictions wrong so far. I'm a little scared on this one. I'm gonna up to the Dota gods and say whoever plays the better game will win. Because at this point, you know, I will say I like Infamous's lineup, but I can see SG.
Alrighty then.
Pansy out of this prediction.
Weak, dude. Weak.
Yeah, I'll come back next game. There's always a next game.
Alright, you'll take a break, you know, like just like a pro, you know, just had a bit of a losing streak, so you're gonna go take a break, you know, take a holiday, come back, and then see what you can do.
I need a breather to like strategize a bit, you know, think about the South American games. Yeah,
true. Well, trying to predict South America is a bit like, well, trying to predict which popcorn's gonna pop in an entire bowl. It's not easy. So, Doom up in this top lane, Laposa playing on the Doombringer. How is he gonna do versus the Phantom Lance? I mean, surely Maledict is gonna take really good care of him in this game, right? Like, it's a great spell versus those tanky heroes.
Doom is one of the heroes that are pretty good against Maledict, because Maledict is really bad against heals, and Doom obviously has that. But yeah, generally speaking, it's very good against tanky heroes, and I think the best example of this game is Lone Druid. Like, this Maledict will cut through the Lone Druid and the Bear.
Okay, right. But you see, I always thought that the Maledict was quite good versus heals, because like whilst you're still healing up, you're still taking damage, and then that means the Maledict's going to do more damage, etc. So it doesn't really matter like how much you're healing, because you're gonna all that damage which is being done to you. It's
no,
gonna
no,
be
the Maledict damage is actually based on like what the HP value is, not how much damage you took. So if you do like take 200 damage and then you heal up to 200, you'll actually take 0 damage on the next Maledict.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it does say lost health, so I guess that does make sense. Today we learn. Wow, what an experience. Tusk actually.
Oh no!
Did he mess that up?
Shard block.
Yeah.
That is terrible. Oh no.
Matthew, you gotta get words after the game.
No, it's fine. Like it's a PL against Invoker. Like PL's got like 20 damage on the Invoker. It's fine.
Yeah, they've actually chosen to lane this Viper bottom, and now the Dooms come in bottom as well. So he's going to be against the Viper and the Witch Doctor.
This is really smart, by the way.
He's okay, yeah.
Really smart. Because the thing with this Viper versus Doom is like Doom can deal with the PL in the lane, but he can't deal with the Viper. Whereas obviously the Invoker can kind of deal with the Viper, but he can't really deal with the PL. I mean, he can deal with the PL, but like PL has so much more damage. Good move.
All right, so they've pulled out Nature's Prophet bottom just to help with the harass, and this 4 position Prophet to deny, do some damage to Excel Good and maybe Peter as well. And yeah, we'll see how this lane goes out. But let's look to the top lane as we have Puck versus Lone Druid. And I mean, whatever lane this Puck goes to doesn't really feel like a great Puck game, does it?
Right, but it's just a Puck, you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
just need to get like level 6, some boots, be able to get Coil and Blink at some point, which he will, because he can clear out Druids very fast with levels. But this is a 100-0 matchup, essentially. Like, this Lone Druid should pull ahead, like, the more levels he gets. And if you see, he's actually got level 2 Rabbit, because he's in a 1v1.
Yeah, so this time we agree with it, but last game it was not the case and ended up dying a couple of times.
Very simple, right? It's like, if you can die, you need to skill to not die.
He's actually going to go on the Puck here, but Puck has this orb available, and Costabile is just kind of trying to play around with him a bit here. Or is it Puck playing with Costabile? Who knows?
Oh, I actually don't like this option he went for. He has the Orb of Venom, but he has it on his hero instead of the Bear.
Yeah.
And if you've seen the amount of right clicks between the hero and the Bear so far, the Bear's probably right clicked like 3 times more than the Bear.
Yeah, because phase shift is a thing, so.
Yeah, Yeah.
All right.
Not a fan of this choice. He should really put that Orb of Venom on the bearer, and he would have probably won this matchup.
Well, things getting exciting as Tholical comes in, but doesn't manage to find the stun. Thanks to that orb out by BNN. Maybe just spotted them here. And in the middle lane, we have 4DR versus Control X. And yeah, he's doing pretty well so far, as expected. I mean,
surprisingly well, actually. 7 CS at 2 minutes against the PL. It's entirely because the Sanking was in this lane. And now
Snowball coming in though, and as you said, shards mean you die, and that is certainly going to be the case. And actually, that Sunstrike was off the mark as well. It's a
very easy matchup for PL. It's like you can't die against the Invoker, and you can always kill him with a gank. So, and you have 20 damage on top. Oh no, he canceled this TP. That's a GG right there. GG.
Who's TP? What now?
Yeah, the Invoker ported mid immediately after he respawned, and he canceled it.
Ow.
So, I mean, he just probably misclicked, right? So he's walking back, wave 5, like,
God.
It's always worth
it happens, but I feel like we're saying that a lot this series. We're down at bottom, we're having another fight. Laposa's taken a bit of damage, but Snowball coming in as well. Maybe they can finish off this kill. Do they have the poison? They certainly do, and they do take him down. Peko just trying to throw in hits from the side. And Matthew, he's taking damage, but with that paralyzing cast, that's going to stop the Treants in their tracks.
So this kind of scenarios when the Furion actually ends up being useless in support is like this hero wants to have like an extended hold that thought mid lane. Kotaro doesn't have Doppelwalk, he's gonna die.
He's down. All right, so they get the return kill. That's fairly big actually. It gives the Invoker some space, and especially for the Sand King as well. You know, when you're rotating around, you want to be making these kills happen, and he certainly has been so far.
Some harass coming out of mid now. PL respawns and gets his full HP in Aquila, but you pay attention to top lane real quick. Cost of build on the Lone Druid, top CS, literally doubling the puck. 9 more denies, 9 more CS. This is not a fair matchup for them.
It's a rough lane, and I don't think there'll be any. Well, there is actually a rotation coming in from Tholical, but I was going to say for Infamous, I don't think they're even going to rotate anything to. I think they just sack this lane out, don't they? And focus on mid and bottom.
Right. And with that note, like I'm actually wondering why he's up here. He should be playing entirely mid, sitting behind the Invoker when there's a potential Tusk gank, or he should be bottom, playing with the Prophet, and actually applying some kill pressure with these Treants. Because this Furion is becoming very relevant, like very fast in this game. He's gonna be level 3 soon. He's just gonna add 1 more Treant to his repertoire. Like it's just not gonna be enough.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I don't know, man. Like not really liking the distribution of their heroes right now.
Okay, we'll see if they change that. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, there is a Shards coming out into Invoker, but he has gotten himself way back.
Lord.
Meanwhile, Puck in the top lane might actually get the kill into Tholical. Yes, he will, but BNN now gets rooted up, so he does go down, making Tholical's death possibly worth it. Probably not, though.
I mean, I'll be honest, like the death is kind of worth it in the sense that the Puck's gonna miss a lot more now. Like you see all the creeps dying under the tower and stuff.
Yeah,
but
true.
at the same time, it's like, why go for this play? This Lone Druid could eventually have just
Prophet down to the bottom lane with the Sunstrike and the Shards combo, Trees combo. Now Pepita, well, he will be able to turn it around with the help of the Witch Doctor, though Witch Doctor's taking a lot of damage here. That Infernal Blade ripping through him. The poster will drop, though, and Peko looks like he's going to fall as well. So big turnaround for Infamous there, as the supports come in just at the right time to save Pepita and turn that one around.
That is what you call the Shards of Hell right there. Did you see that locking him into...
Yeah, that was nowhere to go. Really nothing to do but die.
Yeah.
Feels bad for the Doom.
On that note again, it's like, I don't understand why this Sand King is just not playing in this lane. Like, he's actually losing them this lane. You're investing these resources in this early, you know, lane support Furion and this Doombringer, and you're not winning the lane, and you're going to the Lone Druid lane when the Lone Druid is already dominating. You know, he's gonna actually still kill the puck, like, if he gets lucky root. He's going back top again. I don't know about this, man. I really...
It's almost greedy from the Sand King. He knows that this is a lane where he's probably most likely to find a kill, so maybe he just wants to get his blink quickly.
Well, again, I'm not sure about that. Like, at bottom lane,
oh, actually, he's used the orb, but he's not going to get it off in time, so he should probably go down here. And oh, actually, yeah, there we go. He does go down. Caustic Finale gets the kill. Mid lane, Phantom Lancer and Invoker both getting quite low, but actually, it's the PL who's kind of starting to suffer here. Shards does actually push the Invoker away. A rare miss from Matthew.
Close one. if he got trapped, 100% kill. He doesn't have to.
Trees in the bottom lane. Viper caught up, but they don't have the Sunstrike this time. Infernal Blade will go off, but Viper just very, very tanky. And in comes the puck. They need to finish off this kill on Pepita. Will they be successful in doing that? Yes, they will. The right click through the Prophet, but Prophet trying to run away. He's going to trees himself up, break out the other side, but he does go down to the poison. Now Leposa in the tree line. He's got that Maledict ticking through, and the puck TPing to the other side of the trees. He'll throw in the Infernal Blade, but he himself is going to drop, especially with that shards to block off his route of escape. So, another 2 kills down in the bottom lane for Infamous.
And once again, you know, I gotta look at the Sand King. He was shoving out top lane in Vision. He had a TP available. Doesn't port to save his team or turn the fight. You know, he could easily get us impale on any of these supports and get a kill or 2. I don't know, man. It's they're just focusing very heavily on this top lane and cost to build this game. Taking this tier 2 is definitely really nice, but hold that thought. Mid lane.
It's going down pretty quick, but mid, just shots fired at each other. You know, just Hardcore trying to be aggressive, but yeah, top tower does go down. 2 catapults. That Helm of the Dominator coming out from Costa Beale. As Pepita unable to defend, really.
Yeah, I'm of the belief right now that every team should have at least 1 Helm of Dominator carrier, and
yeah,
this game is the lone for sure.
We've seen Pucks build it quite a lot, actually, and actually this Puck's going for it.
You've seen Pucks build Helm of Dominator a lot?
Dude, this Puck's getting it.
Am I missing something?
This is SA. This is how we do. Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's like an SA thing, huh?
Yeah. No, so it's not in general. Don't worry.
Okay.
I told you, you're in the Twilight Zone now, but they're gonna get doomed up, and yeah, the Puck is gonna die.
Yeah, the Ring of Health there won't save. So,
shame, nearly, but not quite.
I would prefer the boots, so you can avoid that kind of scenario entirely by moving faster. But hey, man, you know, I mean, you do you.
Yeah, well, he's you know, but Helm of the Dominator could make all the difference next time. He didn't quite have it then. Now they're coming in. They're going to get the snowball onto Costa Beale here. He is going to get caught up. Will use the shroud on his bear. I don't think it's enough to save him though. The shards is very nice, and yeah, Costa Beale drops. Big rotation just for the Lone Druid, but totally worth it because that Druid was holding a lot of net worth, as we will see him just about behind the Phantom Lancer now, as yeah, PL taking off, going for that Diffuser's Blade, and won't have it in too long.
Yeah, but as you said, it's like it's worth to get that kill, and they kind of had to do it, but they weren't able to save the tower. So this Lone Druid, even though he died, he's not really like sad about his situation. If you see his quick buy too, he's gonna rush straight Radiance, and he's already got 1.5k gold almost. So,
yeah,
I mean, he's not sad about his situation at all. I'm very curious to see this puck though. This Dominator, it's really a thing, huh?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, nice play.
The roar stops him getting to his orb. He is going to throw down the coil, but I'm fairly sure BNN is going to eat the dirt. Yeah,
that was so nice.
Yeah, good timing on that one for sure.
Yeah. And look at these creeps. He's going to get everything, and he's going to be that much closer to his Radiance. And in the meantime,
Poser, bottom lane, stunned up. Shards as well. Can they do the damage? The Spirit Lance comes into Leposa. He is trying to chase down Excelga to get something with his death, but unfortunately it won't happen. Now Tholical could be in trouble. They have got the sight for him, chasing him into the tree line. The Spirit Lance going to give them the sight. Now they know exactly where he's going, and they will chase him down and get that kill as well. So Tholical just try to help out, but unfortunately the Doom was already dead.
Yeah, I really wish like this Doom wasn't given the scenario he was. I wish he received more help from the Sand King and the Furion playing together. They could have won this lane, and this game would have been looking a lot more different. But I do understand the urgency of mid for sure. But again, the top lane, this Lone Druid is gonna go like out of hand in the way regardless. As I say that though, the PL is actually top net worth.
Yeah, he's doing very well. He's found himself quite a few kills as well. Currently sitting on 3-1-1.
Yeah, he's got 3 kills. Where did he get 3 kills?
On the Invoker, and now at the bottom lane making some rotations. So
right, the Lone Druid. Matthew's dead.
Get in there, but Matthew.
Yeah, he should be dead.
Well, snowball. Matthew's making the run for it, and with Excelga here.
Oh no, the Doom.
Oh no, maybe yeah, Sunstrike's gonna get him. There you go. And Pekka was there as well, so they did finish it off. I was gonna say another misprediction from you there, and we could have been very, very sad after the Lone Druid prediction last game, but thankfully they did manage to finish that one off. So.
Gank almost got ruined, but it's okay.
It's all good. It's all good. They're listening, obviously, and just making sure. Sparrow strike onto 2. Quite nicely done, but now the fear is out. Punch. Not quite going to land. Yep, they will find the return into Tholical here. A little bit greedy from him.
Yeah, that play between the tier 1 and 2 had like maybe 0% chance. I don't know about that. Yeah, that was real ambitious stuff right there.
Just just the SA send. That's what I'm gonna start calling it, the SA send. You know,
Very aggressive.
you ever heard the term "just send it"?
Just send it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of like a skiing thing, where you just kind of, if you're unsure whether you want to go hit a big jump or something, or like a cliff or something, then you just say, just send it, and then you just go and either break your spine or everybody loves you for it. So
just break your spine. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing too serious.
Exactly. I feel like that's the way SA plays. Just send it. Just go for it. See what happens. Might feed. Might be the biggest play of the century. With that 1% chance, I feel like an SA player, if there's a 1% chance of something going well for them, then they're gonna do it. And I respect that. I love it.
You mean that 1% where you chrono your Viper and don't have chrono for the next play? Or?
Yeah. Exactly that. Exactly that.
Alright, moving on to this Puck, I suppose. He's got the finally boots coming out of the courier at 12 minutes. Dear lord. And he's going for mana boots as well. Is this part of the build, or?
I can't, I'm not gonna profess to be an expert, but maybe. Pepita gets a kill on the Invoker mid. I think it's literally just Helm of the Dominator for the sake of getting a Helm of the Dominator.
Yep, that I'm okay with. I'm not gonna lie, I just never thought about Puck being the builder, but I'm okay with it. I just don't know about this mana boots afterwards as well. It just seems like such a huge amount of gold sink without getting your blink dagger. So at this point, I don't know how they plan to initiate. Also, this Puck is maxing phase shift. Holy smokes.
Oh yeah.
What is this?
Is it to try and dodge the Meteor, or no, maybe the Lone Druid entangle? I'm gonna be honest, I'm struggling. I'm drawing blanks here, dude.
I mean, dude, like, the point of getting max phase shift, and Pucks usually skip talents to get the max phase shift, is to combo with the blink. Because, you have 3 seconds left on the blink, you phase shift, there's a guaranteed spell, right?
Okay, right.
But at this point, I'm a little curious, because he has, like...
There is no blink. There's not going to be a blink for a while.
Yeah, he doesn't have that.
Doom out onto the Phantom Lancer in the top lane, though. They are trying to chase him down, and with the Sunstrike and the trees, they will do a lot of damage. Can they just finish him off? I think he does go down here. He's just waiting for the snowball. He's just sitting there waiting for the snowball, but unfortunately, it's not enough to keep him alive. And that one right click from Pekka will finish the job, and now Matthew's going to fall as well. Pekka gets a double.
This Doom hero actually does scale quite nicely into PL, just because like PL plays really slow and gives a lot of time for Doom to get his cooldowns up.
Yeah, he's I think he's gonna find the blink next, or after his drums at least, or is he just gonna go speed and kind of not worry about blink?
I feel like this game, Infamous has damage issues, and he should look into some sort of like Crimson Guard or just Shadow Blade for initiation. Blink is fine, but I don't find Blink to be very reliable against PL and Puck. Like, the thing with Puck is like Puck can always react with a phase shift if you blink.
Costabile just stole Puck's creep.
Yeah.
It's just rude, really. It's just bad-mannered at this stage, and now Puck, yeah, he's gonna take it back. It doesn't do the thing where it just gains health anymore, does it? No?
No. Only when you're picking it up from the neutrals. Not from players.
Okay, good. It was like that for a stage, I think, and we had a game where there was just like a 5,000 creep, 5,000 health creep in the field, but Leposa is going to drop here, and will die.
Matthew's just on point with these shards today.
Yeah, he's doing pretty well, not missing anything, and there goes the stun onto Costabile, and the Death Ward coming through, but will get interrupted by the Invoker, but it looks like the damage to Costabile's already been done as Puck does take him out.
Close shards on the Invoker. Almost got him.
Yeah, just about missed. Seems to be the Invoker's the only one which Matthew can't shards this game. He keeps messing them up on him. I guess he is a fast guy. Invoker.
So does this Puck like build Shadow Blade next, or what? What's the build here? Is it gonna be Puck Blink?
Who knows, really? He's maybe he builds that Man of Intelligence into a Dagon. I honestly don't know. I'm not going to try.
I wouldn't be surprised at this point.
No.
I will say this though: the build is looking pretty nice, just because the Dominator is exactly what it is. It's a Dominator, and I mean he just gets mana boots for the sustain. He's been carrying like multiple clarities in his inventory.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's something that I might consider exploring. I probably won't go with mana boots, but the Dominator on Puck, maybe it's a thing. Because Puck does have issues where, like, I mean, what Puck wants to do is he wants to sit in the lane and basically just shove it out non-stop. Like, he can blink into the creep wave and get out really fast, right? Because he does, like, the double nuke. But this is, like, the polar opposite way of playing it, where you're kind of sitting there and just pushing it out with the Dominator creep, and if somebody comes, you use your spells on them to shove them out instead.
Yeah, so, true. Yeah. I like the way you've always got a silence available as well, because he's using these orbs to farm. I like the way the Sati got the double orbs of the shockwave and the and the illusionary orb. You know, that's just funny. Those two things blasting through a creep wave. Anyway.
Do you know who this guy is, by the way?
Who, the Puck?
Yeah.
He's been playing with them all tournament, BNN.
Okay, so what I understand, post GESC, Schofield left the team, and Schofield was their 4 position player.
Yeah.
And now this BNN guy's playing 3, and I have no idea who he is. So.
Afraid I can't help you any more than he's been playing with them for the tournament, and they seem to have been doing pretty well with him.
You know what? Scratch what I just said, because I think Matthew is the stand-in, right? He's the one that wasn't on Infamous. So I think maybe Matthew's the replacement. So this BNN guy has to be somebody that like was on the roster. I just don't know who he is. Stinger,
oh, right,
Stinger.
Okay.
Infamous Stinger.
Stinger, right? Okay, yeah. Okay, so that's. Oh, he must just. Is he playing on a Smurf or something?
I mean, he must be, right? Cause
yeah, because he's got a stand-in tag.
Matthew wasn't on this roster, and he is now. So.
Alrighty. Anyway, tower's being pushed. Good thing we got to the bottom of that one. Thank you, Detective.
You're welcome. And he's got the blink now, so you're welcome on that as well.
Fantastic. All right. Detective Clairvoyance on the case, and here we go, top lane, all these Phantom Lancers coming down. Looks like this tower won't be defended, but let's just take a step back. I mean, who's in charge of this game right now, right? Infamous, they got the 2k gold lead, they've got the Phantom Lancer ahead of the net worth. We've also got this Invoker and the Lone Druid seemingly just waiting to come online, so who has the advantage really in this game?
It definitely seems like Infamous does, in the sense that they're pushing the hardest tier 2 on Radiant just now without like any resistance. So it definitely feels like they're empowered. But at the same time, SG, they can take a fight under their terms. Like they get the initiation. The problem is the Doom is very underfarmed, so he doesn't have the items to get that initiation he's looking for, because they really have to Doom the PL. Like if they don't Doom PL, he gets a double off and starts going on the supports, they will shred. Like this Furion is pretty much just ripe for pickings. So.
Yeah, he's been, I mean, Furion's sitting 3-2 right now, so he's doing pretty well.
He is, right? But at the same time, you gotta ask, like, what is he actually gonna do in the fights? You see the first item he's gonna literally port into the fight, use Wrath of Nature, and he's gonna 4-staff one of his teammates from Tuskar Shards. And, like, that's all he does, you know what I mean? You can't have a hero just do that. Like, it's too simple.
You know, it's something, though, you know? It's,
yeah. He's a walking 4-staff. He's a global 4-staff.
He's a teleporting 4-staff. Thank you very much. I will not have you underestimating Pekka like this.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's not a Pekka thing. Maybe it's just a Furion support thing. Who knows?
The poster just I think he ate the Lone Druid's creep there actually. Oh no, it wasn't. It was the Puck's creep. Yeah, that's the problem with the Helm of the Dominator. This game is that like the Doom can just eat the creep, and they've got a Helm of the Dominator on the Lone Druid as well, so you can just take over the creep. So in a way, we're kind of playing creep ping pong as Phantom Lancer goes up onto the high ground there, immediately getting stunned up, but just jumping onto Leposa with this Diffuser Blade, trying to bring him down. Now comes in the Tornado. Invoker, what can you do? Well, nothing, because you've got that sweet doppelganger, and now jumping to finish off the job onto Leposa. He does go down. Meteor going to fly through, but only going to clear out illusions. Actually, it's doing a lot of damage onto Pepita here. Now with the epicenter, maybe they can bring down this Viper, although this corrosive skin keeping him alive for a while, but he does eventually fall, but as does Follicor. Now Puck in the middle of it all. Leposa's going to kind of catch him out with the Infernal Blade. Not quite going to work. Meanwhile, they're trying to catch down XL. Good. They have the bear tearing away with the Cold Snap. They do deal with him. Matthew just trying to run away. He's found his Blink Dagger now. He's got that gold talent, so he's managed to find a couple of items, and that does help him escape this train wreck of a fight. Well, maybe not a train wreck of a fight, you know. It wasn't so bad.
No, it was actually very good for them. If you look at the net worth, do you know what happened? The Doom died first, and he fought back into none.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He did die. He definitely died.
Same net worth as the Prophet. Yeah, he's actually got the same net worth as the Prophet and the same. He's basically a 5-2.
Okay, well, he's found the Puck now. And, oh, with the net, they managed to combo it up with the Invoker and get the Sunstrike. That's pretty.
Yeah, that was a very big kill for them. They needed something, because this Doom... Like, if you saw the start of that fight, the PL went on him, and then he was in mid-Doom animation, and then the PL doubled. And then all of a sudden he lost, which was the real PL, and he basically died off that, right? It's like something so simple as getting your Doom off on this PL will be the difference between like if they win or lose these fights. And he bought back in that last fight after dying, so he lost a huge chunk of gold. If you can see, like his progression towards the Shadow Blade has been, you know, halted that much. He needs this item. Like he needs to be able to go in first and just find the right guy and take him out of the fight for 15 seconds. Because if they can't do that, they really have a PL problem in this game.
Yeah, and you know, buying back does not help you on that journey to Shadowblade City. So Leposa need to find some farm, but at least he's got that Devour, and level 15 will help out a lot with that. But unfortunately, I know. Do you throw some Tome of Knowledges onto him and try and help him towards that level 15, just that extra gold, bonus gold? think you do. I think you just give him everything you can to get there.
100%. Even though the evasion is very good, I would definitely go for Devour with this game.
Yeah.
On that note, I want to mention something about talents. One of the reasons why this hero started seeing more play in pubs, at least, like he's pretty popular right now. Without doubt, there's nothing.
Oh, they're gonna jump on him. He has got that. No, never mind. That's not gonna work. Now the stun coming through onto 2. Gonna use the epicenter as well. Might get the kill onto the Witch Doctor at the very least. Nope, he's actually turning around and trying to get the Phantom Lancer here. This is brave, as he is actually maybe gonna drop the Roar. Gonna buy him a little bit more time. He's gonna farm some creeps and die trying to do so. Meanwhile, the Snowball gonna interrupt the 2P on Costabil, and 4 heroes are dead on the side of SG. This is huge. This is massive. Meanwhile, Fordyard trying to push down this tower in the bottom lane. And it's going to be Roshan O'Clock for Infamous here. It's for Peter leading the charge on his famous Viper, which is doing oh so well this game.
They have a PL problem. And this problem is not going to go away on its own, you know, especially if he gets the Aegis and the pieces of heart that he's going for. Looking like about a 25-minute heart for PL, probably just a high ground with the Aegis. This is a very grim situation for SG. Again, the Doom just does not have the initiation items he needs. I guess this is one of the poorest Dooms I've ever seen.
And like the Invoker has farm, he's got his Midas, Boots of Travel, Aghanims, but what really does he do still? Right. That's the thing, like Invokers just need so many items to start going in the current meta. He's not finding fit until he's got like at least, I mean, he's actually gonna have to stop off for a BKB as well, which is gonna make things even harder for him to get going. I mean, I feel like you want this Aghanims, the Boots of Travel, and also maybe like a Scythe of Vice or
yeah, you probably need some Lincolns, Scythe of Vice, you probably need some Shivas, BKB, like it is going to be a lot of items. And honestly, like in terms of the pick itself, this is the right cat, like he has the right supporting cast to do it, right? Like aside from the Furion, I think all 3 of these heroes can either play against the PL or play well into the PL depending on the circumstances. The only problem is like the circumstances right now is that they don't have to farm to combat the PL, and the Invoker, you know, obviously needs like a lot more time. So it's just a timing related issue after losing a couple of kills.
The poser in the middle lane, look at him. He's lying in wait. The trap is set.
Yeah, I mean, this is the best initiation he can get. The only problem is PL is running around with an Aegis now. Yeah,
but maybe just drop it onto Matthew.
I don't think they can do that.
Oh, Matthew just got. That's gonna the punch onto Tholical here actually scared Laposa away, and now they're gonna try and take down the Phantom Lancer. He's taking a lot of damage from that meteor coming through, but now he's just jumping forwards. They're gonna force the Nature's Prophet away. It does look like the PL's run out of targets to find as the Death Ward comes through. It's doing a lot of damage to the Invoker. Can he get out in time? He certainly cannot with those shards from Matthew. And Infamous take another name, and actually the Sanking going down as well as BNN chases him down. Oh dear. Well, Costabil just heading to the top lane because he's not going to be defending this on his own, and they have no buybacks on either of these heroes which just dropped. They're going to lose racks for this.
They have most certainly a PL infestation problem.
Yeah, it's I don't think there's much they can do about it anymore. I think they're at the stage where the PL is just going to walk over this game.
Well, we got the 4-staff, global 4-staff Furion, split pushing mid, cutting the creep wave. Unfortunately, with the count inside the base, you know.
Yeah, you see the problem that last fight is that he TP'd in, then he 4-staffed himself, you see, and he just kind of...
yeah, wasn't able to 4-staff somebody else to make the real impact.
big problem there, big problem there. There's no creeps in mid anymore, so they won't be able to take this bottom tower at least, but...
he cut bottom too. He cut bottom too. So
oh, nice.
For the time being, the push is halted and delayed. Unfortunately, their circumstances don't change in the sense that they still have a PL problem, and he's about to come up with a heart. I would say it's actually better for him to have the heart in his inventory than the Aegis anyway. So.
He's actually switched up. He's going for the Scatty now.
Yeah. Not a fan of the decision, but that was pretty greedy.
Pekko actually being hit from the low ground there, it looked like. As,
yeah, you can
get killed. Yeah. I just interestingly, he casted the doppelganger right on the hill, and then all his spirits ended up on the low ground. But they have sight, and they didn't have sight there for him, so I guess the doppelganger just gave him sight.
Yeah, actually, they placed a sentry. No, actually, no, it wasn't their sentry. Yeah, so it was just pretty much the doppel vision for sure. And the Furion did attack him, so...
Oh, okay.
Furion attacks,
yeah. Okay, well, yeah, Furion just dies. Full stuff couldn't save him, unfortunately.
No, not in that scenario. Not against Phantom Rush. Invis run on the PL. He's probably gonna get a free snipe here. Actually, Lone Druid and Invoker he can't kill alone, but he can kill anything else.
Well, the Doom is looking like a possible target as he farms up. And actually Excelgood coming in as well, going to give him some backup so they can go on either of these targets. And they are going to choose the Lone Druid as the shards come through. Not quite blocking him off, I don't think, as he is able to get away a little bit. But I think, yeah, he is not escaping this one as the Death Ward is dropped to finish the job.
Oh, and the Doom...
Looked like a Doom TP'd out.
His inventory. Yeah, he finished his Shadow Blade finally. This is going to be the fight.
Okay, alright. So the SG, they possibly, if they buy back on their Lone Druid and find a good initiation... Aegis, when is Aegis out? Aegis is out in 30 seconds. Can they hold off that long? Just poke them away? Is that possible?
Not sure about the poking. They'll definitely lose the tier 3. I think the Rax is 2 before the fight, but they will get the Doom off for sure this time, which is the biggest thing.
And they should wait for the Aegis. They should wait for the Aegis, but they're jumping in onto Tholocore here. Have they got the damage? Meanwhile, Phantom Lancer, he is rooted up and just attacking anything. He manages to take down that bear. Wrath of Nature bouncing through. It doesn't look like the Invoker is going to fall. No buyback on him. And this is big. They've done a lot of damage, though. And now that Aegis runs out on the Phantom Lancer. And good game, well played. It's just cool. They just call it. All right, they tap out. Infamous taking game number 2 in a... well, I think that was pretty convincing. It was convincing for the Phantom Lancer, at least. Control X did get really far ahead that game and didn't let his lead go. They didn't have the heroes for dealing with it.
Yeah, it looked a lot like what SG did to them in the previous game, in game 2 there. I do want to say once again, in the draft on that 3rd pick, they spent like almost their entire reserve time to pick this Invoker. They showed 2 cores and they last picked this Doom, which had very minimal impact. Just to have this Doom, they supported the Furion, which is the most important thing. And honestly, they got 0 mileage out of that hero. So I think in terms of draft, I really did favor the PL at the time. I was obviously reluctant to say it for various reasons. Didn't
want to give it away. Do your name a disservice.
But yeah, I think overall Infamous executed a pretty good plan here. They pretty much won the lanes this game too.
Alrighty then, well, on to game number 3 we go. No, sorry, to game number 4 we go, as we're 1 game for SG, and now 2 games for Infamous. Infamous only 1 game away from victory. Can they put it off? Can they earn their spot at a LAN? Find out next game coming up very shortly. My name's been Nomad, he's been Clairvoyance, and we'll be back very soon.